Hi and welcome. My name is Diana and this is Mindful Movement. Today is May 27th, 2026, and today's class is called Align. I'm going to have you join me in a seated position on your yoga mat or seated in a chair. Find a comfortable position that you can remain seated in for a couple of minutes. And then we're going to start with just a seated meditation. Deep breathing, calming, centering, and grounding right into this moment here as you start your practice. So go ahead and rest your hands upward or downward in your lap. And close your eyes down. Feel the connection of where your hips meet the chair or floor beneath you. And then draw your attention all the way up the column of your spine, the back of your neck, up to the crown of your head. And take a full breath in. Feel your belly expand. Open up your mouth. And begin to feel and count each breath, filling up and emptying out. Notice if you can put a bit more space between the beginning of the breath and the end. And if your mind begins to wander off to the future, the to-do list, see if you can bring it right back to the inhale and the exhale. And join me for one more full breath in and a full breath out. And let your eyes flutter open. If you are seated in a chair, make your way to your mat. We're going to turn and face towards the top of the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees drop wide, and sit tall for your spine. Wrap your hands around your ankles, and then fold forward in butterfly, bringing your elbows towards your knees, keeping a straight spine. Chin's tucked, neck is long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extend up through your spine. Extend your legs forward on your mat. Toes point to the sky. Sweep your arms high overhead. Exhale, bow forward over your legs. Catch your shins, your ankles, or your toes. Hamstring forward fold. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Make your way back up to a tall spine. We're going to slide the sole of the right foot in just inside of the left knee. Send your left arm up to the sky. Reach through your fingertips and then wrap your left arm around the right knee. Take a spinal twist over to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Take a breath in. Twist deeper on your exhale. Come back through the midline. Send the right leg out long. Bring the sole of the left foot in. Reach that right arm up to the sky. Hug that left knee into the midline and twist to look over your left shoulder. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Great work, friends. Reach back up through the middle. Exhale, forward fold. See if you can reach a little bit further than you did on the last round. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then however it makes sense, we're going to make our way around to an all fours position. Squaring your palms underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Before going anywhere, see if you can gently tuck your chin. Lift your belly button center. And just finding how it feels to be in that completely neutral spine. And then on your next inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, pull your shoulder blades away from your spine. Take cat round and tuck your chin. Again, breathe in through cow. And out through cat. In through cow. And out through cat. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, full breath in. And out. And then return to that neutral spine that you felt just a moment ago. We'll tuck both sets of toes under. And we're going to row our left arm while we slide our right foot back. And then we're going to lift our right heel and punch through the left hand. Set those sides down. Opposite side, we're going to row the right arm, slide the left toe. Lift the left heel, punch through the right arm. Release down, back to the first side, slide, and lift. Back to the second side, slide, and lift. Good, keep going, first side, and second side. First side, and second side. Beautiful. Square your palms right under your shoulders again. We're going to step the right toe straight back. Walk your hands forward about a foot to a half foot. And then we're going to press into the palms and send your hips back to stretch your right calf. Take a breath in. Push that heel on the exhale. Keep your hands where they are. Return your right knee under your right hip. Step your left toes back and then push into your palms. Send that left heel back beyond the toes. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Replace the knee. We're going to turn our palms face down just a bit in front of our knees. And then work our hips back towards our heels to stretch our wrists. Breathe in and out. Excellent. Press forward again. Flip your palms. And then work your hips back towards your heels. Maybe not as far on this one. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Beautiful, friends. Press up. Then circle your wrists. And take it the other way. Beautiful. We're going to plant our hands back down to all fours. We're going to fan our right shin out to the right and open up into a modified side plank. And then send that left arm forward and reach from the left heel through the left fingertips. Take a big breath in. Reach a little bit further on your breath out. Cartwheel your arms, lift up and slide your left hand down your left thigh. Reach overhead with the right hand. Big breath in. Big breath out. Cartwheel the arms back up. Plant the hand down and sweep the left arm forward. Big breath in and out. Again, back up, cartwheel the arms, slide down the left leg, breathe in and out. One more time in each direction, reach forward, breathe in and out, cartwheel up, slide the hand down the leg, breathe in, breathe out. Come forward again. Plant the palm and we're going to step either into the full version of side plank or a modified version where you bring your knee closer to that heel. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Rotate the left shoulder forward, come up onto your tiptoes, and we'll go right elbow down, left elbow down, forearm plank. Hold here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees and lower all the way down. Take cobra on the inhale, tend your fingers, and then exhale, press back to that all fours position. We're gonna repeat that flow on the second side, starting again with cat-cow. So drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, there's 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Beautiful. Find your neutral spine, tuck your toes, bird dogs, row and slide, punch and lift for 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, here's 5 and 5. Beautiful, friends. We're going to walk the hands forward, a half foot to a full foot. Step the right toes back, press through the heel, breath in and out. Return that knee, left leg, step it back and press. 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Good. Return the knees side by side, palms face down, fingertips towards the knees. Stretch your wrists, breathe in, breathe out. Press forward again, flip over and sit back, breath in, breath out. Beautiful. Press up to high kneel, twirl those wrists. 3, 2, and 1. Take it the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're back down to all fours. We're going to fan that left shin out to the left. Open up, modified side plank. Sweep the right arm forward. Take a breath in and out. Cartwheel the arms, rise up and slide down the left leg, or excuse me, the right leg. Send that left arm overhead. Take a breath in. Reach on the exhale. Back up, cartwheel arms, drop back into that side plank and reach. Breathe in and out. Cartwheel up, slide down the leg, breath in, breath out. Cartwheel up and plant and reach. Breathe in, breathe out. Back up we go and Each breath in and out. Plant the palm down. Send the top arm overhead. Step into your side plank. Full expression. Breathe in and out. Rock forward. High plank. Drop one elbow down and then the other. Forearm plank for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, lower to your tummy, touch your fingers, rise up, low cobra, and then this time press the hips all the way back into child's pose. Connect your forehead, take a breath in, and a breath out. We're gonna work our way back onto our backs, and we're gonna set up for a dead bug variation called crack the egg. So I'm gonna have you lift both knees right over your hips. We're finding a 90-degree angle at the ankles, knees, and hips. And then we'll bring both hands to the thighs. Get active through your arms. You're gonna apply pressure to the thighs, but also pressure between your low back and the mat. All right, holding this position, we're gonna keep contact between the left knee and the left palm, and we're gonna lengthen the right limbs long and lift. Apply pressure at the top for 5 and 4. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Second side, keep the contact between the right limbs and reach the left for 5 and 4. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Apply pressure and then release the soles of the feet down. Bring your arms out to goalpost position. Your fingers reach up to the sky, and then bring the inside edges of the feet all the way to touch. Squeeze the inner thighs together and lift up into a glute bridge. Squeezing between the thighs, squeezing the glutes to the sky. Take a breath in, and then release all the way down on the exhale. Pause here on the floor for 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Squeeze those inner thighs together, lift up again, round 2. Big breath in, big breath out. Release the hips down, pause for a breath in and a breath out. Last time, press down to lift up and squeeze. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Release your way back down, knees lift back up to 90. Bring your palms back to your legs, this time starting on the left side, moving. Press with the right side, reach with the left. Here's 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, friends. Second side, reach long for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make that connection, apply pressure, and release the soles down. Inside edges of the feet connect. Squeeze the kneecaps and upper thighs together. Press down into the elbows, lift up and hold. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Drop down and release. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift up again and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Extra lift and release. Pause here. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Lift again. Big squeeze. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Release down. This time, draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around them. Rock gently side to side. Massage the low back right into the mat. And then begin a little momentum along the spine. rocking from head to toe. We're gonna make our way right to standing at the top of our mat in our forward fold. So make that transition using as much arm assist as you need. And then bringing your arms into the crooks of opposite elbows, hang in ragdoll. Take a breath in. Open up your mouth. Release your hands down and slide your palms to your shins. Take your halfway lift. Pull your chest forward through your arms. Send your hips back. Breathe in. Exhale. Wrap your hands behind your ankles. Tuck your chin. Pull in. Again, like that. Slide into the halfway lift. Exhale. Wrap and fold. Release the hands. Curl your way all the way up to stand, one vertebrae stacking at a time. Sweep your arms overhead. Prayer hands through heart center and into mountain pose. Pause here, close your eyes, take a breath in and a breath out. A few rounds of sun salutation A, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Palms to shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back, high plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, drop your knees and lower to your tummy. We've been here before. Cobra, lift up, active through the back body. Exhale, press to the knees, bend the toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out. Fill up and empty. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, look forward between your hands, bend at your knees, and then take a whole bunch of steps to walk to the top of the mat. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, tuck your chin, forward fold. Stand tall, reach high overhead, hands through heart in prayer, and then mountain. Breathe in, sweep up. Breathe out, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. This time, rock forward and try it out. Keep the knees lifted, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. This time, just one breath in and one breath out. Inhale, look forward. Bend at the knees and travel to the top. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, tuck in tightly. Unwind and rise. Reach up. Hands through prayer, then mountain. Rise up, breathe in. Fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank. Rock forward on the inhale. Lower on the exhale. Open your heart. Downward facing dog. Once again, one breath in and one breath out. One more time through, look forward. We're going to add on a little bit. Exhale, bend and walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand tall. This time, bring the right knee up with you. Catch the right ankle, bring it inside of the right thigh or shin. Taking tree pose. Find your balance, find your vision point, and then when you're ready, grow your branches. 5 breaths here. And take a breath in. And then bring your hands through prayer. We're going to unhook that right leg and send it back. Transitioning here through airplane, and fingertips hit the floor for standing splits. Breathe in, kick higher on the exhale. Breathe in, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, forward fold, wrap your hands around your calves, pull in. Curl up to stand, left leg lifts, reach high, and then find your version of tree pose on the second side. Plant the foot, connect to the heart, and then grow your branches. 5 breaths here. Breathe in, get a little bit bigger, and then draw hands back through prayer. Release the leg, transition through airplane, and then fingertips to the floor, standing splits. Kick that left leg high, take a breath in, lift higher. Stay for the breath out one more time, kick high, and then exhale, forward fold, bow in. Palms to shins, take your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back, high plank, rock forward on the inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hip, peel the hip open. Inhale, re-extend. And then exhale, step forward. Bring the knee of that right leg right out to the wrist on the right side, and then slide back through the left foot, setting up for pigeon pose. All right, your variation, you might bring a foam roller or a bolster or a block under your chest, and then soften forward through the hip stretch. 5 breaths here. And press back down into your palms, lift up. You can move that lift out of your space, retuck the left toes, sweep the right leg high, and then set it back down. Left leg kicks high, 3-legged, bend the knees, stack the hip, peel open. Re-extend on the inhale. Exhale, bring it in and forward. Set the left kneecap down, slide back on the right leg, and then find that object to lift the chest and melt forward. 5 breaths. Press down into your palms, lift up, move that object. And then we'll go ahead and drop right onto the left hip and swing the legs around, fly all the way back. We'll set up for a Shavasana, final rest, bringing the arms out to a comfortable position, palms face up. Feet and ankles are heavy as they rotate outward. Back of the neck long, close the eyes down. And begin to bring some life back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Of course, stay in Shavasana if you have a little more time. And then point your toes out long in front of you. Reach your arms overhead. Take a breath in. Stretch from toes to fingertips. Open up your mouth. And gently roll off to your favorite side. Give yourself a little hug. And use the strength of your arms to press your way up to a seat. And thank you so much for joining me today for Mindful Movement. It was my pleasure moving with you. And if you had any questions, go ahead and email them to me. It's diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. I hope you go forward and have yourself a wonderful day. And I can't wait to catch up with you soon in my next live or recorded class. Until that time, take great care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.